What's up, wrestling fans, trading card collectors? Welcome to another episode of Wrestling with Cards. I'm your host, Zhan. You can check me out on social platforms at Zhan Morning. If you need links to those, check the show notes. All my platforms in there. Here we are, part 4 of the 1986 Monty Gum Wrestling Stars card. In this video series, I'm going through all the cards, so today will be part 4. You can go check out a lot of the other ones that I've already done in the show archives. I wonder how many error and meme cards we're going to find in today's episode. Stick around for that. Should we start a counter for them? Sure, let's do it. As we find the errors, we'll put them on the screen. And as always, if I miss one, kind of like in the last episode when I missed Junkyard Dog for Junior Dog, if you see something like that, leave a comment below. Actually, if you have comments on these cards in general, leave a comment below. Let's get some sketch comedy going for these meme cards. But before we get into part 4, some reminders of how you can help support the channel. The easiest and free thing to do is hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you never miss any uploads, and give me a like. This helps get the channel out to more viewers on YouTube, and again, it's free, and it takes 2 seconds. Check out the podcasts I'm involved with, Wrestling with Cards. Yes, the same name as this one. Although it's just an audio companion, there are things on there that are not on here, so you're going to want to check out both of those platforms. Also, check out Worlds Collide, myself and Tony Vella, talking all things wrestling cards. We like to have different guests on, do roundtable episodes. Just lots of really awesome, fun, general wrestling card talk. Again, links below to my social platforms if you want to follow me on there. Again, tag me if you share this video. And if you want to help support the show from a monetary perspective, and the only reason I say that is because there are costs that go into making videos and podcasts and equipment to do all of these things. I love it. It's a great hobby and a passion project, but it does cost money to keep it going. So if you would like to help contribute to that, there are links below to Patreon, which you can contribute as little as $1 a month, which, trust me, that adds up and helps the show. You can also check out links to my eBay store if you want to buy some cards or collectibles that I have available for sale. A lot of that money does go into production of these videos as well. You can also find the links to buying me a coffee. Gotta stay caffeinated. I've got my coffee sitting right here. I always have them in the videos. Or you can do none of that and just sit back and keep enjoying these awesome wrestling card videos. Card number 61, Hulk Hogan, Nick Bockwinkel. 2 major stars, but a strange picture here. We can clearly see Hogan applying what appears to be a rear chin lock, or at least some sort of painful hold to Mr. Bockwinkel, but I kind of wish the shot was zoomed out just a bit so we could see more of the total picture of Nick Bockwinkel here. Just a so-so card for me, but definitely 2 wrestling legends. Card 62, more Hulk Hogan. We have another babyface style headshot here, similar to card number 59, the Ric Flair card we did in part 3. No complaints about this one, just a young Hulk Hogan. Can't go wrong with it. Card number 63, Hulk Hogan and Ken Patera. Similar situation to the last card. I like both of these guys. I just wish they would have used a little bit better picture, zoomed out so we could see a little bit more of what's going on, but it is what it is. Card number 64, Dusty Rhodes and Dan Severn. Oh, wait, that's not Dan Severn, that's Manny Fernandez. I just saw the epic mustache and the hair and that old school NWA belt. I thought that was Dan Severn. My mistake. I really like this card. We've got bloody Dusty Rhodes celebrating a win with Manny Fernandez, photobombing in the shot, like I said. I love Dusty, I love Manny. They're both in JCP. I don't think enough people talk about Manny Fernandez. If you're a fan of 80s wrestling, you know, and you probably like his work.
Tell you one thing, Road Warriors, come on down. Tully Blanchard, Wahoo McDaniels, the Koloffs, these so-called commies running around stealing American flags.
But he's never been a top guy and seems to not be cardboard relevant whatsoever, unfortunately. Card 65, Dusty Rhodes. Similar to the Ric Flair card 59, part 3. And the Hogan. I really like this card. Dusty looking like only Dusty can. Hard-working common man. However, yikes. Look at that forehead. Card 66. Dusty Rhodes and King Curtis. So this is a cool-looking card in my opinion. You got a busted-open Dusty Rhodes dropping that elbow on what we're supposed to believe is King Curtis. Most probably remember King Curtis from him being the master of the Dungeon of Doom in WCW in the mid-90s.
That's what we needed in a Dungeon of Doom.
And his gnarly, scarred-up forehead. But he was a major star in the 60s. Do we count this as an error card? Everything is spelled right. He just isn't in the picture. Let's be kind to Monty Gum and give them a pass on this one. Card 67, the missing link. Awesome card right here. Great close-up shot of the link. His crazy face paint, that wild hair. While I understand this guy was supposed to be a lunatic, and some people have bought into that in the 80s, for me, I just couldn't take him serious. When you had guys like the Road Warriors, Demolition, Kevin Sullivan, and others running around at the same time with face paint, wild hair, and more intensity, this guy just wasn't ever intimidating to me. But if you're a fan of the Missing Link, it's a cool looking card. Card 68, the Road Warriors. You already know what I'm going to say about this card. I love this card. Animal's a little cut off here in the image, but you have the Road Warriors with Precious Paul, with the belts, the face paint, ready to take out anyone in their way. Card 69. Okay, this card. We really can't count it as an error card because there's nothing inherently wrong with it, but come on. They just zoomed in on Precious Paul Ellering using the same picture from the last Road Warriors card that we just looked at. Unbelievable. And to figure in with that, they can't even get his whole face in there. They have to put half of Animal. I don't get it, but there we go, Monty Gum. Card number 70, Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Maybe somewhat of a controversial card here. Of course, many wrestling historians remember the fabulous Freebirds. They used to use the Confederate flags on their gear and face paint, as we see in this picture. Now, I'm not here to debate the Confederate flag or politics or anything like that, but I'm a big Terry Gordy fan, and I think this is a pretty unique card of his. Also, shout out to Terry's daughter, Miranda, who I get to see wrestle on a semi-regular basis for a local promotion, Mid-States Wrestling. We've got more Freebirds, we've got more Confederate flags. Card 71, Michael P.S. Hayes. I've always loved Michael Hayes, no matter what version of the gimmick he was working, and again, I think it's a cool, unique card simply due to them rarely using the face paint. Again, not here to discuss politics, though. Just wrestling. Card 72, Zhan Cornette? Oh boy, here we go. Where do I start here?
You know, a lot of things in the wrestling world make me cranky these days, especially the way that some talent is treated and some talent is looked at by not only the promoters, but the wrestling fans as well. For example...
Okay, let's start with the name. Zhan. Is this Jack Pfeffer promotion again? Maybe a Herb Abrams card set? I don't know, but wow. Alright, let's look at the picture. The only appearance of Jim Cornette in this card is his arm and his tennis racket. And we have beautiful Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey from the Midnight Express, both in this picture, not mentioned, but we're going to mention Zhan Cornette's arm and tennis racket. Yikes. As a side note, I love the Midnight Express. Rest in peace, Bobby Eaton. Card 73, Jesse Barr. I have to be honest, I'm not super familiar with Jesse Barr's work. If memory serves, I think he was really big in the Portland territory and as Jimmy Jack Funk in the WWF. I believe this is his first card or rookie card. Okay babyface style image here, but nothing crazy great. Card number 74, Rip Rogers and Bugsy McGraw. We started this video series with card number 1, Rip Rogers. Well, here he is again, and I'm still a fan. But Bugsy McGraw, never liked that guy, no matter what promotion he was in. Hated the gimmick, hated his style of wrestling. Sorry, just being honest with you guys here, if you are Bugsy McGraw historic wrestling fans, I'm sorry. Also, not the best image used here, but it is what it is. I guess at least there aren't any errors in this card, right? Card 75, Conga the Barbarian. Interesting card here. I believe this is the first or rookie card of the Barbarian. Many people talk about Ming, but I think the Barbarian gets forgotten sometimes and just glossed over. Very cool picture of him with the face paint and the dog collar. Good job, Monty Gum. You win. Card 76, Eric Embry. I think this is his first card or rookie card. I honestly don't think it's a great card, but what I remember from Embry is him booking in world class towards the late 80s and somewhat turning it around after all of the Von Erich tragedies. And then I believe he went on to work with Jerry Jarrett when Jarrett took over Dallas, kind of combining Memphis and Dallas to form USWA. Card 77, Magnum TA. Classic shot of a bloodied up Magnum TA here. One of the what if stories in professional wrestling. I don't generally talk to many wrestling fans that don't like Magnum TA. I can't help but look at this image and remember his I Quit match with Tully Blanchard. We've got more Magnum TA in card number 78. Great babyface picture here. As I said with Rock and Roll Express, I'm sure if Magnum TA had these at his gimmick table, he would have been selling them like hotcakes with those 4x6s and 8x10s. Cool card. Card number 79, Greg the Hammer Valentine, you mean, not Greg Allen. Is that Eric Flair's tag team partner? Well, let's focus on the Hammer. I've always been a fan of his. The image used here takes me back to his Mid-Atlantic days and the I broke Wahoo's leg thing. And who could forget the classic Starrcade 83 match, his infamous dog collar match with Roddy Piper. Everybody's bleeding, great storytelling. That is definitely a match that everybody should go back and watch. However, if you type in Greg Allen, I'm not sure what kind of matches you're going to find. Card number 80, Tully Blanchard. Great image here. Tully most likely is coming down with a cowboy boot on top of the head of Dusty Rhodes, which is going to most likely result in even more blood lost from Dusty, because as you can see, it looks like he's probably busted open already. This appears to be an image from one of those bunkhouse matches that Dusty always just liked to have involving the Horsemen. Great action shot with these two wrestling legends, but one thing I just wish is that both Dusty and Tully were more cardboard relevant. Maybe one of these days. So I think we had a total of 3 errors in this video, and all of them coming from the exact same card. That being the Zhan Cornette card. And we had a couple of errors that maybe were debatable, so not bad in this video. Especially not too shabby for Monty Gum standards. If this video brought you some value, please hit that subscribe button, give me a like, share this all over social platforms. Make sure to check out the links in the show notes to all of my social platforms, the podcasts that you can check out that I'm a part of, ways you can help contribute to keeping the show going. And until next time, click the videos on the screen. We'll see you there, pal.